Hello again. Time for another demo video of my Gloin Engine deck. My name is Sebastian, and for those of you who have not seen the previous video, the strategy with this deck is to take plenty of undefended attacks with Gloin and get a bunch of resources that way. And the last game I played versus the Messing at Osgiliath, and since there are so many enemies in that quest, it somehow plays to the strength of this deck. So I wanted to find out how this deck fares against a location heavy quest, and I guess you don't get more location heavy than the Hills of Emyn Muil, which is the quest I've chosen for this game. If you want to know more about this Gloin Engine deck, I have 2 articles online, and I'm going to post the links in the video notes for everybody who's interested. But otherwise, in order to keep this video rather short, at least as short as it is reasonable, I'm going to not talk too much about what this deck does all day and the interactions within. Alright, without much further ado, I have chosen the Hills of Emyn Muil. There is Amon Hen and Amon Law, both sitting in the staging area at 2 threat each, and both have pretty nasty effects. For example, Amon Hen. While Amon Hen is the active location, players cannot play events. This is kind of nasty for this deck because cards like Feint and Sneak Attack do make a pretty big difference. But Amon Law might even be worse, because while Amon Law is the active location, treat all attachments as if their printed text boxes were blank. And this can really screw me up. If Gloin is up and running and has 1 or 2 Citadel plates, I better have Amon Law in my victory display already. Otherwise the deck might lose big time. Okay, time to get started, I guess. Shuffling both decks and then drawing my opening hand. Let's see. Snowborn Scout, Daron's Runes. I really like to have a Rivendell Minstrel in my opening hand, and these 2 cards are not worth it in the beginning without a Song of Battle. And since there is also very little willpower that I'm going to need against this location heavy quest, I think I'm going to take a mulligan here. Alright, Rivendell Minstrel and Song of Battle, and the all-time favorite Hanemouth River Song. I guess that's looking much better. I might even decide and play him on turn 1. Let's see. 3 resources, 2 cards. I am going to move 1 resource to Bifur, and I indeed am playing Hanemouth River Song and a Warden of Healing. Now, time to go questing, I guess. I'm sending these guys questing with 6 willpower. And the card from the staging area is Dol Guldur Orcs. Somewhat annoying, but let's see. The damage, of course, goes to Gloin, and there is 6 threat in the staging area versus 6 willpower I have available so far. Okay, time to travel. Since I have no attachments outside the Song of Battle right now, I think I can try and get rid of Amon Law first now. But I will have to take this attack. Do I want to take it undefended? It's pretty risky. I do, however, have a second copy of Hedemath in my hand, so yeah, I'm going to defend with him. Defending player chooses and returns one exhausted ally he controls to its owner's hand. If he controls no exhausted allies, raise his threat by 3. Okay, Warden of Healing, you go back to my hand, and you are dead. Alright, refresh phase, 26 threat, I ready everybody, and on to the next round. 1, 2 cards, 3 resources, I move 1 over, and I'm going to play a Daughter of the Nimrodel. Okay, and then I'm going to send these guys questing. Evil Storm. Now that's nice. Nothing is happening here. I have 5 willpower versus 2 threat, making 3 progress. That's alright. Okay, time for combat, I guess. I am going to heal Gloin, and now the orcs go undefended. There is nothing happening, which means 1, 2, 1, 2. Damage and resources for Gloin. End of turn, I'm getting 1 point of threat. I ready everybody, and I draw 2 cards and get 3 resources. Okay, I'm moving 1 resource to before. I'm then playing Hedemath River Song again, a Warden of Healing, and the Dunedain Watcher. Okay, time to go questing again, sending before Bilbo, Gloin and the Dunedain Watcher. The card this time is another Evil Storm. I guess I got lucky. Which means I have 6 willpower versus 2 threat, making 4 progress. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, Emyn Muil gets to my victory display, and I have the first 5. What? The first 5 victory points of the 20 I'm going to need. Alright, and the nasty attachment blanking effect is out of the game. So I'm going to travel to Amon Hen, being not able to play any events for now, but instead I'm going to heal Gloin, and now I'm going to enter combat. They go undefended, and it's Rauros Falls. After this attack resolves, return attacking enemy to the staging area. Alright, 1, 2 resources for Gloin, 1, 2 damage tokens for Gloin, and the orcs go to the staging area. Now I'm going to heal him, and I'm going to peek at the encounter deck. And there is Necromancer's Reach coming. Not too bad, I guess. End of turn, 28 threat. I ready everybody. I'm going to draw 2 cards, getting 3 resources. I'm moving 1 resource to before. And going to play Gloin and a Dark Knowledge on Bilbo. And I guess that's it for now. Let's see, who do I send questing? Everybody who's going questing is going to get 1 point of damage. So only taking the durable guys with 5 willpower. Okay, Necromancer's Reach, we already knew that one. I have 5 willpower. Oh wait, the Necromancer's Reach surges because of the force effect. And it's getting into Rauros Falls. Don't like that one too much. But whatever. I have 5 willpower, there's 4 threat, which means 1 progress for A1-hand orcs. They are getting a shadow card, and I'm going to look at it. And it's nothing. So the Daughter of Nimrodel heals 2 damage from Gloin. Now he goes undefended, bringing him 1-2 resources and 1-2 damage. Now I'm going to use the Warden of Healing, remove 1 damage from Gloin and 1 from him. Then I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to peek at the encounter deck. There is Treacherous Fog upcoming. That's not too bad. And Bilbo attacks the orcs for 1 damage. That's it. So I'm getting up to 29 threat. I ready everybody. And I draw 2 cards. 1 resource. I really would like to play Daron's Runes, but as it is an event I cannot. So let's see what to do instead. I think I'm going to move 1 resource to before. Then I'm paying 1 resource for a Song of Battle on Gloin. And 1, 2, 3, 4. What's wrong with all this fluctuating tokens? He's at 1 now. For a Citadel Plate. The Treacherous Fog makes this one 3 threat, so I would like to commit 7. Okay, I guess I can do that by bringing out a Rivendell Minstrel, and then I commit these guys to the quest. There is Treacherous Fog, 7 willpower, 3 threat, makes 4 progress. Alright, these counters seem to do weird things right now. This is explored. I can play events right now, and I have 10 victory points. Alright, time for combat. I'm not going to travel to the Rauros Falls. I'm looking at this card. And it is Eastern Crows. The orcs go undefended now, which deals 3 damage to Gloin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Strange. Then the Daughter is going to heal him, and the Warden heals him, and before I'm going to peek at the encounter deck. And there is Slick Footing. Which is pretty blank. I'm going to draw a card, and Bilbo attacks the orcs for 1 damage. End of turn, I'm getting 1 point of threat. I ready everybody, and I draw 2 cards, getting 1 resource. Let's see, maybe I can travel to Aurora's Falls this turn with Grim Resolve ready to play. Doesn't look too bad. Alright, I move 1 resource to before. I play Daron's Runes. And I'm going to discard I don't feel like I need duplicates of Dark Knowledge this time. Oh, I think I don't need too much healing either, so 1 daughter is free to go. I get 2 more. Yeah, for 2 resources I'm going to play a Gondorian Spearman. And for 3 resources, a second Daughter of the Nimrodel. And since I know what's upcoming, I'm just going to send the Rivendell Minstrel questing. And yeah, Slick Footing is doing nothing. And I also have no progress. Now time for combat. Dark Knowledge is going to reveal Horse Thieves. Alright, you can go undefended, mister. That is 1, 2 resources, 1, 2 damage. And I'm going to remove 2, 3 of those. Peeking at the encounter deck. The Highlands. Oh, I forgot to travel to the Rauros Falls. But I guess it doesn't matter too much. I'm drawing a card. And that's it. Adding 1 point of threat. Ready everybody. Draw 2 cards. Get 3 resources. Attach healing herbs. I am moving 1 resource over to before. And I don't need to play anything. So with the Highlands upcoming, I'm going to send these guys questing for 3 willpower. And surprise, surprise, there is 3 threat in the staging area. But this time I'm going to travel to the Rauros Falls. And time for combat. There is a shadow card, and it is Easter Crows. You can go undefended now, dealing 1, 2, 3 resources and damage to Gloin, which are removed immediately. I'm going to draw a card, and I'm going to look at the top of the encounter deck, and I see the East Wall of Rohan. While the East Wall of Rohan is the active location, non-Rohan characters cost 2 additional matching resources to play. Well, okay. End of turn, I get 1 point of threat. I ready everybody, and now I draw 2 cards. I get 1 resource. And since there are no big enemies upcoming, I don't even need Grim Resolve, but something is wrong with the counters. for 4 resources. I'm playing the second Citadel Plate on Gloin. And apart from that, I don't even need to play anything. Yeah, alright. Instead I have to commit everybody to the quests, which is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 12 willpower versus 5 threat. So there is 6 progress to be made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 fresh victory points, bringing me up to 13. 1, 2, 3. And I am going to travel to the east wall of Rohan. Now it's time for combat. The shadow card is... yeah, the attack is considered undefended. I guess we agree on that one. So there is 1, 2 resources for Gloin and 1, 2 damage for him. Alright, end of turn, +1 threat. I'm ready, everybody. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Getting 3 resources. I play Daron's Runes. 1, 2 more cards, and I'm going to discard. I don't think I need all 3 Hammer's Smiths right now. Let's see, I need 2 progress here. I'm having a peek. Another Dol Guldur Orcs. I like them. So I need 5 willpower to get through this. There is 2, 4, 5. Dol Guldur Orcs on their way, giving 1, 2 resources to Gloin and 1, 2 damage to him. And I do make 2 progress. 1, 2. Giving me another 3 victory points. 1, 2, 3. 3. Strange, the program seems to be messed up right now. Okay, I'm not going to travel to the Highlands. In case anybody is wondering why I'm doing this, I want to keep one location in the staging area so that the treachery cards don't get searched. And whenever I'm in need of the 20th victory point, or just to clear the staging area, I can play the Snowborn Scout or even sneak attack him if I feel fancy. Yeah, whatever. Now the orcs engage me, they both get a shadow card. And I'm going to look at this one. It is nothing. So first I'm going to heal Gloin completely. And the first orc goes undefended. Nothing. 1, 2 resources. 1, 2 damage. And the second orc goes undefended with 1, 2 resources and 1, 2 damage. And then I'm going to heal 1 more point on Gloin. I'm going to draw a card. And Bilbo and Bifur attack this orc for 1, 2 damage. Okay, that's it again. I'm going to raise my threat by 1. Ready, everybody? And draw 2 cards. 1, 2. 3 resources for everybody. And let's see. I'm gonna have a peek again. There is Necromancer's Pass upcoming. I guess I can allow myself to discard 2 cards. But first I'm going to pay 2 resources to play a second Gondorian Spearman. And it does not hurt to pay 3 resources for another Dundane Watcher. So I'm sending 4 points of willpower to the quest. And as it happens, there is 4 threat. Now I am going to travel here. I'm going to discard 2 cards at random. The first one is a Hammersmith, and the second one is a Sneak Attack. Okay. Now I have 2 shadow cards right here. I'm going to peek at one. This is nothing. So this guy goes undefended. And he also has nothing. So there is 1, 2 resources for Gloin. 1, 2 damage. I'm going to remove all those 5 points of damage though. And then he goes undefended. There is 1, 2 resources and 1, 2 points of damage. Okay, I draw a card. And that's it again. +1 point of threat. I ready everybody. Drawing 2 cards. And 3 resources. I'm going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Beorn. And I'm going to have a peek. Alright. Well, if that's the way it is, I'm going to send everybody questing. Except Mr. Riversong. So this card gets revealed. I'm going to raise my threat by 1. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Willpower, 12 progress is made. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, and up to 14. Which seems to be a challenge for the program. Okay, 2 shadow cards. Gonna peek at one. +1, no, +2 right now. But I have 2 Citadel plates, I guess it'll be alright. This one goes undefended first. You want to go to the staging area. Alright, but you leave with 1, 2 resources and 1, 2 damage. Now you go undefended, giving him 1, 2, 3, 4 resources and the same number of damage. Okay, that's it again. End of turn, +1 threat. I ready everything. I draw one card and a second one. I'm going to get one resource for everybody. I'm going to have a peak, which is the east wall of Rohan. I like that because that means the quest is finished right now. There is 4, 5, 7 threats, so I'm going to send 7 willpower to the quest. I reveal the east wall of Rohan, 7 willpower, 7 threat, no progress, no threat increase. And just to get this over quickly, I'm going to use sneak attack, bringing in a snowboard scout during the quest phase, place 1 progress here. At the end of the quest phase, he goes back to my hand. Now it's the travel phase, and I pay 1 resource for another sneak attack, bringing the snowbound scout back again. Bam. Explored with 1, 2, 3 victory points. And he goes back to my hand, and now during the next planning phase the game is won. So the orcs do engage me. They both get a shadow card, but I'm not going to bother because the Gondorian spearman defends the first one and this one defends the second one. And yeah, I'm not going to bother healing. I don't care about score right now. So end of turn, I get 1 point of threat. I ready everybody. I draw 2 cards. Get 1 resource for everybody. And I'm going to play the Snowborn Scout, putting 1 progress token on the highlands, exploring it. I do have 20 victory points now. I have 1 point of progress on the quest stage, and there is no Emyn Muil location in play anymore. So I have won. I hope that you still got a good impression of the Gloin Engine versus a location heavy deck. It still can be done, and I guess it was not even too difficult. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the videos. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.